What if I told you that the story of a boy raised in the Rust Belt of America could reveal the hidden truths about an entire culture, the struggles of the working class, and the complexities of the American dream? What if that story could help us understand the political and social divides that shape our world today? That's exactly what J.D. Vance's Hillbilly Elegy does, and it's a story you won't want to miss. Hillbilly Elegy, a memoir of a family and culture in crisis, is a deeply personal and eye-opening book by J.D. Vance, a former Marine Yale Law School graduate and now a prominent author and commentator. Published in 2016, this memoir quickly became a cultural phenomenon, offering a raw and honest look at the lives of working-class Americans in the Appalachian region. But it's more than just a memoir. It's a sociological exploration of poverty, family, and the cultural forces that shape our lives. Whether you're interested in understanding the roots of America's political divides, the challenges of upward mobility, or simply a gripping family story, Hillbilly Elegy is a must-read. Let's dive into the key insights from Hillbilly Elegy. We'll break it down into 5 main ideas that will give you a clear understanding of the book's core messages. J.D. Vance introduces us to the world of the hillbilly, a term often used to describe the white working-class communities of Appalachia. But this isn't just a story about geography or economics. It's about a deeply ingrained culture with its own values, traditions, and struggles. Vance describes a culture that values loyalty, toughness, and resilience, but is also plagued by cycles of poverty, addiction, and violence. He paints a vivid picture of his own family, his grandparents, Mama and Papa, who moved from Kentucky to Ohio in search of a better life, and his mother, who struggled with addiction and instability. The hillbilly culture, as Vance explains, is both a source of pride and a trap. It fosters a strong sense of identity and community, but it can also resist change and perpetuate self-destructive behaviors. For example, Vance recounts how his family often blamed outsiders, the government, corporations, or elites, for their problems rather than taking responsibility for their own choices. This insight challenges us to think about how culture shapes our lives. It's not just about money or opportunities, it's about the beliefs and behaviors we inherit from our families and communities. At its heart, Hillbilly Elegy is a family story. Vance's upbringing was far from stable. His mother cycled through relationships and battled addiction, leaving Vance and his sister Lindsay to rely on their grandparents for stability. Mama, Vance's grandmother, emerges as a central figure in the book. She's tough, fiercely loyal, and unapologetically blunt. She's the one who instills in Vance the values of hard work and perseverance, even as she struggles with her own demons. Papa, his grandfather, is more laid back but provides a steady presence in Vance's life. Vance's relationship with his mother is more complicated. While he loves her, he also witnesses the destructive impact of her addiction and erratic behavior. This dynamic highlights the dual nature of family. It can be a source of strength and love, but it can also be a source of pain and trauma. Through his family story, Vance shows how upbringing shapes our chances in life. He acknowledges that he was lucky to have Mama and Papa in his corner, but he also recognizes that not everyone gets that kind of support. This raises important questions about how we can help children in similar situations break free from the cycles of poverty and dysfunction. One of the most compelling aspects of Hillbilly Elegy is Vance's journey from a chaotic childhood to Yale Law School. But this isn't a simple rags-to-riches story. Vance is candid about the challenges he faced along the way and the role that luck and privilege played in his success. For example, Vance credits the Marine Corps with teaching him discipline and responsibility, skills he didn't learn growing up. He also acknowledges the importance of mentors and support systems, like his sister Lindsay and his wife Usha, who helped him navigate the unfamiliar world of elite institutions. But Vance's story also highlights the barriers to upward mobility that many working-class Americans face. He describes feeling out of place at Yale, where he struggled to understand the unspoken rules of social and professional etiquette. He also reflects on the guilt and conflict he felt as he moved away from his roots, a common experience for those who make it out of their communities. This insight challenges us to think about what it really takes to achieve upward mobility. It's not just about hard work, it's about access to opportunities, support systems, and the ability to navigate unfamiliar worlds. Throughout Hillbilly Elegy, Vance grapples with the tension between systemic issues and personal responsibility. On one hand, he acknowledges the structural factors that contribute to poverty and inequality, such as the decline of manufacturing jobs and the lack of investment in rural communities. On the other hand, Vance emphasizes the importance of personal choices. He argues that while systemic issues are real, individuals also have the power to change their circumstances. For example, he criticizes the tendency in his community to blame others for their problems rather than taking action to improve their lives. This perspective has sparked debate, with some critics arguing that Vance places too much emphasis on personal responsibility and not enough on systemic change. But Vance's point is that both are necessary. He believes that individuals need to take ownership of their lives, but they also need support and opportunities to succeed. This insight invites us to think about the balance between personal responsibility and collective action. How can we create a society that empowers individuals to take control of their lives while also addressing the structural barriers that hold them back? While Hillbilly Elegy is a personal story, it also has broader implications for understanding America's social and political landscape. Vance's memoir was published in 2016, a year marked by deep political divisions and the rise of populism. Many readers saw the book as a window into the frustrations and struggles of the white working class, a group that played a key role in the 2016 election. Vance doesn't offer easy solutions, but he does challenge us to think about how we can bridge the divides in our society. He calls for greater empathy and understanding, urging us to look beyond stereotypes and recognize the humanity of people on all sides of the political spectrum. At the same time, Vance is critical of the cultural attitudes that he believes hold his community back. He argues that while systemic change is important, cultural change is also necessary. This means addressing issues like addiction, family breakdown, and the lack of social trust that plague many working-class communities. This insight reminds us that the challenges facing America are complex and multifaceted. They require not just policy solutions, but also a deeper understanding of the cultural and psychological factors that shape our lives. Hillbilly Elegy is more than just a memoir. It's a powerful exploration of family, culture, and the American dream. Through his personal story, J.D. Vance sheds light on the struggles and resilience of the white working class, offering insights that are both deeply personal and broadly relevant. If you're interested in understanding the complexities of poverty, the challenges of upward mobility, or the cultural divides that shape our world, this is a book you need to read. It's a story that will make you think, challenge your assumptions, and stay with you long after you've turned the last page. So what do you think? Have you read Hillbilly Elegy? How did it change your perspective on these issues? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this summary helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more in-depth book summaries. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.